Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on May the 13th, 2019. Yuan fall as Sino-U.S. trade war deepens. U.S. stock futures and Asian shares fell on Monday on growing anxiety over whether the United States and China will be able to salvage a trade deal after Washington sharply hiked tariffs and Beijing vowed to retaliate. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan dropped 0.7%, nearing its two-month low marked on Thursday. Chinese shares tumbled with the benchmark Shanghai Composite and the blue-chip CSI 300 shedding 1.3% and 1.8% respectively, while Hong Kong's financial markets were closed for a holiday. Japan's Nikkei average sunk as much as 1% to hit its lowest level since March the 28th, before it closed down 0.7%. EU supports Iran nuclear deal. The European Union fully supports the international nuclear accord with Iran and wants rival powers to avoid any further escalation over the issue, EU Foreign Policy Chief Federica Mogherini said on Monday. We will continue to support it as much as we can with all our instruments and all our political will, Mogherini told reporters before a meeting with the foreign ministers of Britain, France and Germany, who are signatories to the deal. United States Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is also expected to meet EU officials in Brussels on Monday to talk about Iran. Mogherini said she was informed during the night of Pompeo's arrival to Brussels, where EU foreign ministers are gathered for a regular monthly meeting. European countries said last week they wanted to preserve Iran's nuclear deal and rejected ultimatums from Tehran after Iran relaxed restrictions on its nuclear program and threatened moves that might breach the 2015 international pact. Bitcoin climbs above $7,000. Bitcoin climbed to the highest since September, briefly surpassing $7,000 as a rally in cryptocurrencies gathered pace in trading over the weekend. Bitcoin advanced 11% from Friday to $6,957.73 as of 9:01 a.m. Tokyo time, having earlier hit $7,585, according to Bitstamp pricing. The largest cryptocurrency is on a tear after trading closer to 5,000 at the start of May and has more than doubled since mid-December. Still, it remains a long way off its 2017 peak that topped $19,000. The future of virtual currencies remain a contentious debate amid hit from regulators and news of a hack on one large exchange. Uber's first day of trading ended in the red. Uber went public at the low range of expectations and fell even further after trading began, an embarrassing debut for what was supposed to be on one of the biggest initial public offerings in U.S. history. That followed a disastrous few weeks for its chief rival Lyft, which has fallen a stunning 35% since hitting the markets in March. Uber closed down about 8% Friday, while Lyft was down more than 7%. Although Uber and Lyft could make a comeback, the rocky beginning raises questions about whether gig economy companies losing billions of dollars a year will be sustainable, and whether the public pressure to make profits will put an even greater squeeze on the millions of drivers who work for them. Uber has been undergoing a deep overhaul under new leadership to create a more stable, market-ready company, but the poor performance of its shares in a sign the company is still a risky bet.